we are now going to factor perfect square trinomials. And the key here is to remember that a plus b quantity squared becomes a squared plus 2ab plus b squared, and a minus b quantity squared becomes a squared minus 2ab plus b squared. Because perfect squares are easy to recognize, we're going to start with the outsides, figure out what a and b are, and then make sure that the insides match, and then we just copy our middle sign over to be the piece in between. So let's start with x squared minus 12x plus 36. So we start with x squared and we say, well, x squared is the perfect square of x. So a is x. 36 is the perfect square of 6, so 6 is b, or b is 6. And I wrote it on the outside specifically because I then want to multiply these together. X times 6 becomes 6x. And remember back to my formula, I have this 2. 2 times 6x is 12x. So all I'm looking at is this middle piece right here. If they are the same, or if this is double this, then I have a perfect square trinomial, and this factors as a, b, and whatever the sign is goes in between them, quantity squared. So we end up with x minus 6 quantity squared. As a further example, suppose I have 25 n squared plus 60n plus 36. Start the same way. This becomes 5n is squared to get 25n squared. 6 is squared to get 36. 5n times 6 is 30n. Notice that 60n is twice 30n, so it is a perfect square trinomial, and it factors as 5n, 6 squared, and we just copy our sign to the middle. 5n plus 6 quantity squared. One last example. Suppose I have 9x squared minus 30xy plus 25y squared. Well, 9x squared is a perfect square of 3x. 25y is a perfect square of 5y. 3x times 5y is 15xy. 30 is twice 15. So this factors as 3x, 5y squared. Copy that sign in the middle again to get 3x minus 5y squared. So look at the outsides, see if they're perfect squares. Multiply them together, see if what you started with is twice their multiplied together, and if it is, it's a perfect square trinomial with the square roots of the outsides and the sign of the middle between them.